Senior Life Journeys presents Carol Howell's Let's Talk Dementia, a podcast designed to help caregivers find knowledge, power, hope, and smiles in their dementia caregiving journey. Welcome to Let's Talk Dementia. Here is your host, best-selling author, Carol Howell.
Welcome to Let's Talk Dementia, Christmas edition, and I'm glad you've chosen to join me. Took a few days off. Did you notice I didn't put an episode up? I hope you missed me. Well, I've been busy writing a curriculum for the state of Florida for teaching in an assisted living and memory care how to take care of their loved ones, and I'm very excited, waiting to hear if they like that curriculum or not and approve it, so we shall see. Plan on being very busy in those communities teaching good caregiving techniques like I teach you every day. Well, I'm moving stuff around here on my lap. Do you like my hat? Doingy, doingy, doingy. I am part of a group called Tuesday Singers, and it's through my church. And every Tuesday we go into assisted living and memory care and skilled nursing, and we sing. And we have just finished a segment doing Broadway tunes, and that was a lot of fun. Give my regards to Broadway and Singing in the Rain. That was fun. And now, of course, we're singing Christmas songs. And I asked a friend to reach down into the bucket of hats and get me one, and this is the one I got. So every time I move my head, which I'm very much a type of person. I use my hands and my head a lot. So the whole time I'm singing, I'm doingy, doingy, doingy. But it's a lot of fun. And I enjoy being with my folks. My favorite people in the world are those folks who are in the communities, especially the ones who have dementia. Well, I want to talk with you today about what to give your loved one for Christmas. I actually had this conversation yesterday with a gentleman who is interested in starting a new venture for helping individuals and that have dementia as well as their families, and I'm very interested in that. But I said, families don't know how to respond to their loved ones, and that's why I do this video series, is to help you be the best you can be and the best caregiver you can be, and then that helps your loved one, right? It's this full circle that we want to go. I've had people say to me, well, I'm not buying Mama anything for Christmas. She's not going to remember it anyway. Or there's nothing Mama wants for Christmas. I'm just going to forget it this year. Well, maybe if you asked Mama what she wants for Christmas, she might have said nothing, or she might not could have figured it out, because after all, she does have brain damage. Her brain is being deteriorated. She might not can process that thought. But your brain hopefully is working on, full power. And maybe you should stop and think, let me think what I know my loved one likes. When I can tell you, if my precious Mama were alive right now, how I wish she was, but how glad I am she's in heaven, not suffering like she did last Christmas. But if that were not the case, I would be over at Belk, because Kim Rogers is having a big sale at Belk. Do you have Belk in your part of the world? Belk department stores? I think it was started in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I'm very familiar with it. But they're running a Kim Rogers buy one, get two free. So Mama would have gotten some new pants and new shirt. Did Mama need them? Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd, no. Her closet was full. And that's not the point, though, is it? The point is I want to bring happiness to my Mama, and offering her a Christmas gift that was loaded with a pair of pants and maybe a shirt and a vest and maybe a pair of earrings, or heavens, absolutely a ring for her fingers. Because, I've told you she would point at her fingers, and if one of them didn't have one, she would tap it, and that meant she wanted a ring on that finger. And I could buy stretchy rings for like $4 online. Mama needed none of that. Mama had about 79,326 rings, and she did not need more. Was that the point? No, because what we know with our loved ones, they may not remember. Oh, yesterday at 5 o'clock, my family came over and I opened a present, had a pair of pants and a shirt and a vest and a necklace and earrings, and I got a new ring. They're probably not going to remember that by 6 o'clock. Forget tomorrow. But the emotion that came from having a good time with you, from opening a present, and I just don't care who you are, opening a present is fun. That good feeling affected them for at least 2 hours after they opened the present. You know this. You know when something good happens, you kind of riding around on cloud nine feeling good. That's the way I felt yesterday when I got my curriculum finished and dropped in the mail. It was like, yay, happy day for Carol. And that good feeling lasted for a while. And it still does for your loved one. Now, If your loved one is in a community and that community is having a Christmas event, maybe they're having a special program, maybe they're having Christmas dinner, and you think there's no sense in going because mama's not going to remember if I've been there. Girl, you've not been paying attention in this class because mama will notice. She may not process exactly right in her brain, but she's going to realize that there's other people there and she has no family there to some degree. But that negative feeling that's going to come off of that is going to stay with her for several hours afterwards. Is that what you want? Now, I realize you may not be able to help that situation. It may be, a lunchtime event and there's just no way you can go. I recognize that. We do in our life what we can do. But I'm talking to you about those folks who just think mama doesn't need it. She doesn't need it because she won't remember it. Please don't do that. So some other ideas for mama for Christmas. Let's suppose that mama's in the early stages of her disease. There are things that she likes to do, places she likes to eat. Well, we're going to treat those Christmas gifts and birthday gifts or whatever kind of gift you're buying just like you would if mama did not have dementia. The only caution I would give you on buying those gifts is as the dementia progresses, safety does become more of an issue. Buying cologne for mama if we think she might get confused and maybe try to spray the cologne in her mouth or something. But even then you can say to the staff, look, I bought mom white diamonds. That was my mama's favorite. I can smell it when I'm at the bank or at the grocery store and go, oh, that's mama. But you can say, I bought mama white diamonds. It's in the back of the cabinet where maybe she would not mess with it, but please spray it on mama. But think about those kinds of things. But otherwise, those types of gifts are pretty much going to be the same as they were before they were diagnosed with dementia. As we get into mid-stage dementia, things definitely do start to change a bit. We probably don't want to buy mom a book, even though she may love Danielle Steele as her favorite author, and Danielle's written another of her quadrillion books, which, yeah, I love them too. But the problem is mom's going to read the first couple pages, the doorbell's going to ring, or you're going to call her, or something's going to interrupt her, and she's not going to remember those couple pages. It becomes frustrating, so be aware of that maybe at that point buying a book, at least a chapter book, is not a good thing. But what kind of book could you buy her? Well, I have a book called Reminisce and Worship, which if I were really smart, I would have had a copy here to show you, and I don't. Oh well, but you can go on my website and find Reminisce and Worship, and that's a picture book that mom can work through, and you can work through with mama, and it's a 30-day devotional, and you can find it at letstalkdementia.org. That is a good gift because even if she's alone, it's something mom can do, so think about that. Another thing that you might want to think about with mom in her mid-stage dementia maybe are gift cards to take her out, because hopefully at this point you can still get mom in the car and get her out, and that's safe to do and she still enjoys it. She may say a million times the same question. What my mama did, which was always so interesting, is she would get in the car and she would look around and she'd go, that's new, isn't it? I don't remember that gas station being there. And of course that gas station been there 200 years, and we're like, yeah, no mom, that may be kind of new. I knew it. I did not remember. When did they build that Food Lion? Or when did they build that CVS? I do not remember that. That's new. We would do this every time on almost every landmark along the way. So you have to be prepared for that. But if you can take them out, buy them a gift card to go to their favorite place. Now, what you going to do with that gift card after they open it? Oh my goodness, you're not going to leave it in their room or their purse or their in their apartment, because we are not going to know where it is come next Friday when you decide to take them out to eat. When they are not looking and you realize probably they no longer remember that, you're going to take it and put it in a safe place. Or you might even say to this, Mom, I'm going to stick this in my wallet because next Friday we're going to go use this gift card, okay? See, that would have worked with my mama. Maybe not with yours. You know your loved one better than I do. When we're in late stage dementia, it does get a little more difficult, I'll give you that. But there are things you can do. Again, Reminisce and Worship on my website. That's a great gift for folks that are in late stage. There is a company that I've told you about before that I love their products. It's called Active Minds. Active, ACTIVE minds, MIDS.org. Now, you got to put that dash, I believe I'm telling you correctly, or you're going to get a wrong company. And they're out of the United Kingdom, but they produce games and puzzles and painting products that are they're wonderful, and they're excellent for folks who have late stage. I wanted to show you a couple. This is a puzzle, and it's just 3 pieces. Do you see this? And it's much like what you had for your children. And you can find similar type puzzles probably at Walmart. But these are pictures geared toward things that your folks can recognize easily. And some of them go back in time. And let me turn my light back on here. B-E-E. And then there's a picture of a bee. And here is sky. And here is, whoops, it's coming apart on me. Put it back together. C. And it's big pieces. Pretty neat, huh? One of my favorite things are their jigsaw puzzles. And this, see how the scene is from a long time ago, the old-timey wheelbarrow. And this container, this box that comes in, opens back here. And it's magnetic. So everything stays nice and compact in it. You hopefully won't lose the pieces. And when you open it up, there is a picture here that shows you about what the finished puzzle is going to look like. And then questions that you can ask your individual and participate with them about it. But the puzzle itself is right down in here. See how sturdy it is? I mean, it just holds up on its own. And then the outline, oh well, do that again. The outline of the pieces is right there on it. And you can start. What I did with my mom is because she was not good at starting it, and I always had to help her. Of course, you've got this lying down. And this is the first piece, and it goes right up here. And I would tell her, now, Mom, I'm going to hold that one because it's a little bit hard getting that first one. And let me give you the second piece. And that second piece, it goes right here. You see the outline? Because we're talking late stage here. We're talking people who are not going to go, yeah, that's got a round bottom, and that's got a round bottom, and I'm going to put it there. Mid-stage, this might be good for mid-stage because they could figure it out. Late stage, this is better. Mid stage, you can probably buy 100-piece puzzles at Walmart. Late stage, this is better. So you're going to say, it goes over here. And my mama she would just work and work, trying to figure out where to put it. And I might guide her hand a little bit to push it towards that notch. Good deal, Mama. She would never get it pushed down all the way. And I'd say, Mama, hammer it down in there. Well, that's something she could do. And I would work her through putting that puzzle together. Well, I can tell you, by the time my mama finished this puzzle, she did not want to do a second one because it was a lot of work. Take a lot of brain power to put that puzzle together. But it was a good interaction that Mom and I were able to have. And she had a good time. And when we got through, Mama, did you guys ever have a wheelbarrow like that when you were growing up at Grandma's house? I know she had that big farm. Did you have a wheelbarrow like that? It's kind of neat. What colors do you see in that picture, Mama? Tell me the colors you see. And we would talk about it. Then when you close it up, bang, done. Doesn't fall out. So neat, isn't it? And then I've told you before about this too, but I want you to buy this for your folks who have advanced dementia. Aqua paint from that same company. Again, these open up. Nice storage place. Inside are these cards. And this one, upside down, can you tell what it is? I bet you can. Well, let me do it this way. This is hard to do backwards. A man and his son and an old-timey TV, but you paint it with water. I get the foam paintbrushes that are wide, not the little ones like you would use on a model car. It'll take forever, and they are not going to be happy with you. If they're very late stage, get the wide ones, the wide foam brushes. You dip it in water, you paint it, and the picture is very vivid when it comes through. And what does the picture look like? See if I can get this up here close enough. See the picture? It's right there. That's what that one is. Then there's the teacup, the container of yarn. No, here is the one we had. Yeah. Dad watching TV and the old-time stereo. And then like dreidel, her top up there. And when they dry, they go back to white again, and they can paint them over and over. I don't know how many times you can paint these, but it's a bunch. Neat thing, and it comes with all of those pictures I showed you are in this package called At Home. They've got one called Transportation. I don't know what all they've got, but it's pretty neat. Hope that gives you some good ideas for things that you can get your loved one for Christmas. Just be involved in their life. Go, and when they have the crazy Tuesday singers come to wear their silly hats in Southwest Florida singing Let It Snow. What? Why are we singing Let It Snow? This is Southwest Florida. It ain't supposed to snow here. But go and sit with them. Hold their hand. Tap your hand on their hand to the rhythm of the music. Help them feel it in themselves, right? And then smile with them and lean over and rub your arm against them and sing in their ear. Interact with them. Don't miss those opportunities. Man, I wish I could do that today. Hope you have a great day. Blessings and smiles. Doingy, doingy, doingy.